Well, another person who's incredibly popular here in the lake as far as freedom fighting is our presiding commissioner.
Yeah.
Ike Skelton really has been the face of the Patriot Act, I'm going to call it. The Patriot Act in the last 5 years of the Camden County, Tri-County area, getting tired of bureaucrats, getting tired of an agenda being pushed, and said, guess what? I'm getting involved. And Presiding Commissioner Skelton has done just that. Well, he finds himself the subject of an ongoing investigation in regards to plate readers.
Yeah, fascinating story the last few days. So a special investigation is being conducted by the Missouri State Highway Patrol Division of Drug and Crime Control after a trooper driving on Highway 54 west of Camden at Ballpark Road spotted Camden County Presiding Commissioner Ike Skelton removing a state-owned license plate reader. Those are called LPRs, license plate reader, from a light pole. Took a video of Skelton as he removed it. According to Chief Deputy Scott Hines with the Camden County Sheriff's Office, the trooper contacted both Camden County Sheriff's Office and the Highway Patrol to report the incident. Mike O'Connell, Communications Director with the Missouri Department of Public Safety, said that the Camden County Sheriff's Office contacted DPS about the LPR along Highway 54 in Camden County, has requested that the Missouri State Highway Patrol Division of Drug and Crime Control handle the investigation. It is an ongoing investigation as we speak. The LPRs, of course, Ike has been very outspoken about not liking these because he thinks they do more than just read your license plate. They're a way of spying on you. That's kind of been his whole stance on this. So apparently Ike was up there taking it down in his county because I think the county commission has outlawed those in Camden County, haven't they?
On December 12, 2023, the Camden County Commission adopted an ordinance prohibiting outlawing the plate readers, but the camera on 54 just west of Camden was owned by the state. So that's the one in question that he went and got.
Right.
The ordinance stated that cameras would be prohibited if applicable in applicable restricted areas, which is defined as all roadways, parking lots, and other public areas within Camden County. Now, however, the ordinance included an exception stating that subsection 4 does not apply to state highways, rights-of-way, or other roadways owned and controlled by the state of Missouri. The ordinance also allowed municipalities to use the LPRs inside city limits. This is all out of Nancy Zollner from the Lake Sun's article, but at that point in time, the commission said, we need to amend that. So on January 25th of this year, of 2024, they amended it to read the use of any and all automated license plate readers shall be prohibited in all applicable restricted areas of Camden County. Any automated license plate readers currently in violation of this ordinance shall be immediately removed. If identification of ownership is listed on any such device, the listed owner shall be notified to remove said device, and any device not removed within 30 days of notification to remove that device will be removed by order of the Camden County Commission. And so that was what they changed it to.
Okay, so he really kind of had the right to go do that then.
From my understanding, absolutely. At this point, when the state of Missouri did not come down and punish or tell our commission they weren't able to adopt those, listen, your county is just like the state as far as the United States. It's its own republic, essentially. You have your elected officials, you have your commission, you have your prosecutor, you have your sheriff. They act in accordance to the Missouri Constitution, but also ordinance and codes within that city. They're different within every municipality based on the needs, and that's why you elect people that you think will get those things done. Well, this is where it gets weird. The Flock Safety Incorporated is the one who owns these. This is an exerted effort, right? And so on the memorandum of understanding that I read is that the private hardware is owned by Flock. So if it's hanging illegally, Flock and the Department of Safety should have been sent a notice. Now, I couldn't talk to Ike Skelton. He said he's got legal representation that told him he should not talk on an ongoing investigation.
Right.
So in talking with people through the county and around the area, it sounds like they did send notice long ago, months ago, and didn't hear back. And so on December 31st, based on people close to the situation, said on December 31st, Presiding Commissioner Skelton went and took it down.
Interesting.
And so And I look at it and I say, okay, you are the highest ranking, the most powerful person in this county, the presiding commissioner. You and your commission adopt a code and then you change it a little bit, revise it. No one has told you that that is not okay. So if you're the presiding commissioner, that is an ordinance that was in direct violation. You're supposed to act. You gave them 30 days and they didn't take it down. So he, instead of, I think the only question is maybe do you have somebody else? Do you have Public Works? Do you put that in front of the sheriff? But if it's December 31st, well, you're right in between Tony Helms and Chris Edgar. Like literally, 31st at midnight going into the 1st is when Chris Edgar would have been officially the sheriff. So you can't really go there. Well, so New Year's Day, from what I understand, a day after this happened, nothing. Well, January 2nd, chatter started to get around the courthouse, right? People were talking about it. There were questions being asked. We don't know exactly who was getting questioned, but I was starting to get murmurings that this is going to be much bigger than it looks like. And then so on January 2nd, sounds to me like, I couldn't confirm because I wasn't able to talk, but that highway patrolman showed up to his house while he wasn't there, waited for him, and then wanted to get the camera back. So from my understanding, they did get the camera. They asked for some comments, but there was no comments to be had. And at that point, that's where we're at. So I look at this and I go, I don't think that they have anything on presiding Commissioner Ike Skelton. And if they did, if they have theft or tampering with equipment, those will be an easy misdemeanor. And I highly doubt that Andrew Hardwick, our new Attorney General, his first act that he wants to do is take on a case against Camden County, the freedom-fighting, back the blue, conservative, patriots of the state of Missouri. That is Camden County. They probably don't want to wage war on that. So our county is saying, listen, the plate readers, we don't want them. Not only are we not taking the state and the federal ones, you bring them in our county, we have ordinances that tell you we'll take them down. I'm all about it. I back our presiding commissioner 100%, and I back the fact that he went and did it himself and said, I'm not going to send somebody else and put them in the line of fire. You want to come after somebody? Come after me. We adopted this code. It's going to stand. I'm like, I love it.
Well, and it sounds like the way all that reads and the revision especially, that he was within his rights to do it, it sounds like. So.
And I got a question about this flock safety system. Why would a highway patrolman be driving by and just stop because there was equipment being worked on by somebody? What would the highway patrolman have to do? Now, they're leased, from my understanding, that memorandum of understanding, that's leased equipment. And so people that want that information or want access to those LPRs would then pay a fee to be part of that. Still doesn't make the equipment the highway patrols. It still doesn't make that equipment belong to the state of Missouri. If I'm leasing a vehicle from a rental company, I don't own that vehicle, right? And so that is where we're at. There will be more coming, but an ongoing investigation, I think, gets probably pretty heated before it cools down.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
And we will keep you posted.